Welcome to Victor Plays and I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. I am, of course, your happy host, Victor Frost, and tonight we are finally getting to play this. I'm very excited to actually get to play this game. If you are, it almost didn't happen because last night the internet started blinking out. If you don't know, my neck of the woods is, it's pretty on fire right now. California being what it is very closely on fire. Let me see if I can't pull up the map of the fire. Let's see here. Oh, hey, here's the map. You know, J-Bance, you would think, but, turns out the fire likes to kind of be. Let me see if I can. Let's not do it. I need to bring the window to this window. Whoop. This is the area on fire. Get a little bit over here. I am vaguely in this area. So, just so much smoke. So much goddamn smoke. It's kind of redonkulous. And then, I did manage to get some pictures. The smoke, of course, did not help with my bonitis. I'm gonna drag these over here. So, whole bunch of fire. This is, I took these pictures right on the edge of, the mandatory evacuation zone. So, smoke filling the air, roads closed, gaggles of firefighters. Yeah, just lots of smoke and badness. But yeah. So yeah, lots of smoke and badness. So, shut that off. There we go. Get the game back up. And you get in timeout. Anyways. Yes, so lots of smoke, lots of badness. But tonight we are going to play the finger-licking good dating sim. I Love You, Colonel Sanders, finger-licking good dating simulator. But before we do that, it is important for us to do the thing which we love to do, and that is to thank our wonderful Patreon supporters. Yes, our Patreon supporters. The people what for kick in a little bit of money each month. What for helping keeping this channel a-chuchin'. Their generous contributions help us pay for things like Adobe Creative Cloud, which we use to live mix the audio, Photoshop, which we use to make the thumbnails, Premiere, which we use to edit the non-live stuff. So thank you to Kate Macross, George Davidson, our first Patreon supporter, Banana Peel Law, the Geek Nights podcast, Zara Gorgian, Ethan Fryer, Jay Bance, King Al, our newest Patreon supporter, Onomatopoeic Floxanoxahilipilification, and Yodel for their generous support. You know what? I'm all about that challenge. If I can do it, I will do it. So yeah, let's do some finger licking dating games here. Let's do a new game. Oh, settings. Let's go in the settings. Prioritize quality. Prioritize speed. I like how the volume sliders are chicken legs. Get to that chicken. What looks like potato sounds like the burb and had chicken toe. Beans. Okay, let's see here. If it was all gray, then yeah. All right, let's do it. Here, 1 second. Oh yeah, I'm getting a reminder. Should probably use my inhaler. Problem is, when I do this, I start coughing uncontrollably basically right after. As opposed to taking a drink of water. Water. It's what we drink. So we're gonna drink water. Alright, let's do this. New game! Oh! Before we get started, tell us your name. Okay, so, are we, not Smokey, come on. El Pollo Loco, Barry G Guy, we're gonna continue the tradition, Barry G Guy. You know what the irony is? My family had KFC for dinner tonight, so I'm like, biscuits. Biscuits. I do want that screensaver too. That looks like a K-pop band over there. Ooh, the chicken! No doubt from Chicken Attack! Alright, let's hear. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up. Now! Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in! Smack that clock, up and at 'em, throw the clock out the window, and stay in bed forever. I think we gotta smack that clock. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. You need to take this seriously. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. I like how the jewelry box looks like a KFC box. Okay, apparently we need to take this seriously. You guys have opinions about this. The guys in the K-pop poster are doing like the stereotypical, like, love kind of sign. Like they're doing love. Here's the hearts. Hearts. Chicken is serious business. I better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head out to class. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Alrighty then. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Barry G. Guy. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together, you rescued me from that quicksand box. It's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped her tooth practicing on a mannequin. Her hair is not the right shade of green. I think we need to pep talk our best friend. Yeah, she chipped her tooth. I don't know. I think we need to pep talk our best friend here. Oh, but Don's child wants the gossip. Oh, I had such the juiciest kind of gossip along the way here you wouldn't believe. Oh boy. We gotta flip a coin here or something. Let's see, what are we gonna do? Don's child wants that tea. Oh hey, I found a coin. Alright, let's see here. I got myself a nickel. Heads, it's pep talk. Tails, or I guess in this case, Lewis and Clark, ocean in view, oh the joy. Some trees and an ocean. I'm gonna say, alright, let's do it. Heads, pep talk. Tails, change the subject to school gossip. Tails, school gossip. Oh, we gotta pep talk the friend. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller had our tarot cards to read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? And that other card featuring that handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I can call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? Yes. You can definitely believe it. Oh God, I'm gonna die. Oh my God. Oh God. That was too good. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Barry G guys' shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you cannot stand Ashley, even her name is annoying. You know for a fact it's actually Ashley, but you had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they are rocking glutes. Ahem! Van? Wow, he is so JoJo. You rang. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Jesus Christ, look at that belt. It's not even attached to his pants, it's just kind of tourniqueting them in place. I don't... It really is. Even she's like questioning what's going on here. Oh, goody. I can't believe that the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend. Is it gonna be the full word, the full name every time? Is it like a pimp named, a pimp named Slickback? Is that what it is? Yes, the whole thing. Yes, the pimp part. Every time, if you please. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Okay. Oopsie. Oh, look at the little kid with a little stained, like, chef's outfit, a little jukebox, and his rumply hat. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? Must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Barry G. Guys, so... It is not a platelet. Are you gonna make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Aww. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Okay, what do we got here in the room? I don't know how to do differential stuff. I'm assuming that's what that is. But this is... I like the chicken bucket and stuff on there. That's kind of cool. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium in front of class. Adorable! Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor. This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom.
I'm chilly. Someone close the window.
And then, he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! It's... Well, if it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. An aura of 11 herbs and spices. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. What the hell is a Kentucky accent? Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. That's about as good as I can do right now. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats-a-Lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just 1 second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You both know my name. We're in the same kindergarten class. And what is it with all your really weird insults? Besides, when Barry G. Guy sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. I don't know the name of the character, but in my brain, Miriam's voice is now going to be the same as that girl who's the girl with the bob in Kill la Kill. The one who's obsessed with Sasuke. I don't even know her name. I don't know anything. I just know one voice clip from her, and that's going to be her voice from now on. You take a moment to clean yourself up. Oh yeah, that girl. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot! Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. I love really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle! You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena! Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Yeah, it is kind of like Atticus. Let that be a lesson to you, students, that tardiness is unacceptable! Even Clank made it in here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny little wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance? The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? A beef treat? A rubber ball?
A chicken snack.
Can't save. Can't save, scum. No save scumming, guys. We gotta give him the chicken snack? Oh, wow. I like everybody saying the chicken snack. All right, well, I guess we're giving the corgi a chicken snack. Course. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. Well, well, well. I think there might be some competition for a new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they want to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain.
Hey, Berry G guy, there's still a seat here.
It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me. If you're interested. Oh man, do we sit by Colonel Sanders, or do we sit by our best friend? Oh man, Fritters is on that sweet Colonel Sanders action right there. Yeah, alright, I guess we're gonna sit next to the Colonel. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me this seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. Jesus Christ, look at his biceps! WTF, man? Alright. That is so inspiring. Can anybody ID this picture of this dude over here? Because to me, that kind of looks like David Pogue. It's the plucking, it gives you the arms. Little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settle into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast! It's time for a pop quiz!
Yay! A quiz about me!
This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. Alright, what do we got here? If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? It is extremely important. Looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to feathers. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? Well, not a meat tenderizer. And not a comically oversized fork. Although, depends on who you're trying to feed. I'd have to say a spork. That's right! What food is best for a broken heart? Anything, as long as it is prepared with love and not too much salt. Because salt makes you retain water, and the last thing you want with a broken heart is to feel bloated. Camel meat, tasty. A pancake that looks like a silly face. Anything, as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. That's right! Is Sprinkles a good boy? No. Yes. He's a talking dog that teaches at a culinary school. He is the best boy! Don't click yes, young Bakugo. That's what villains do. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's right. Perfect score, 5 out of 5. Wow, be honest, did you cheat? You see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity, Barry G guy! You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow. The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. That's unfortunate. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters.
You smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was...
Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement.
Hey, I was...
It's about lunch. Everyone cheers.
But I... Shh. Lunch, lunch, lunch.
She said, shush. In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
That must be the smell I smelled.
Indeed. That smell is... You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You heard he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. The contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept! Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What? You think we want your stupid recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case of one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. That is a face right there. Jesus. He's so Jojo. You wait to see what zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach.
Yeah, and I was just, like, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all.
to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the man. If you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Do we focus our mind and meditate on this moment? Do we savor the moment and everything it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart? Or do we swim towards the light? We got two people saying we should focus. Find our center. We must take this serious. Fritters, it seems, is all about taking this very seriously. Well, as someone who enjoys meditation, I am right down with this focusing. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt? Maybe. Pepper? Too obvious. Oregano? Basil? Maybe, but there's something else. Something dark. Something spicy. You dig deeper. 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 Yes, even deeper still, until you find it. Could it be... Out of curiosity, what are the 11 herbs and spices? Oh, hey! The KFC original recipe. Here it is. Let's see. Recipe found... by an investigative reporter, found the recipe. Reporter Joe Legden reads as follows. 11 spices mixed with 2 cups of white flour, 2/3 teaspoon salt, 1/2 teaspoon thyme, 1/2 teaspoon basil, 1/3 teaspoon oregano, 1 teaspoon celery salt, 1 teaspoon black pepper, 1 teaspoon black mustard, 4 teaspoons paprika, 2 teaspoons garlic salt, 1 teaspoon ground pepper, 1 and 3 teaspoons white pepper. While he's actually one of the original people. While Langdon expressed uncertainty that the recipe was the original recipe, he had a hand in mixing the original recipe for Colonel Sanders when he was a young boy and recalled that white pepper was a principal ingredient. To maintain the secrecy of the recipe, half of it is produced by Griffith Laboratories before it is given to McCormick, who add the second half. Interesting. Anywho. He really did it. How bold, how adventurous to use white pepper. You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. That's a little bass-ackwards. That everybody's consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you've traveled through space and time. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wonder if I could talk to you for a second? Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had. Where'd he get that staff from? It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that'll make me my fortune and establish my recipe for old time as I open up a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? Semester's only getting started. We got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily. But it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? You got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient. You can't tell. I use white pepper. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow, you never would have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some even if you searched. And definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before. So now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe. But you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared, while everyone else is still in the cafeteria. You decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your strength. Be modest but thoughtful. Wow him with a big idea. Add an additional ingredient to really We gotta be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Barry G. Guy. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. Next lesson starts soon. You step inside the massive cooking arena. It's like Iron Chef! Where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need.
Look at this place! It's magnificent! Finally, we get to show our stuff! Wait a second. Oh no! We have to show our stuff! What if I totally blow it?
You're not gonna blow anything. Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature, adorable, tiny food creations. Oh, hey, King Al! Welcome, welcome. It's okay, I've been sick for the past month, so you haven't missed much. And thank you for your contribution. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. No, you've betrayed your best friend! No! 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 Look at her face! Hey, Colonel. Would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Aww. Sure, Barry G. Guy. I'll prepare our station. Apparently I triggered some kind of smartphone assistant. Anyways, without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice.
Hello, new partner. Beep boop. Beep.
Says Clank.
Oh my, 2 potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen. I don't know who to choose.
Looks like you'll have to pick for her.
Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. I know, right? Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Clank. Sorry, Pop. I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay. I already ate. Not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Oh, look at that face. Look at that face. He's so excited. Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We didn't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Tissue? I hardly know you. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. Get the affection that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time. Yeah, Cromartie. Definitely Cromartie High School vibes. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. All right, you two. For today's lesson, we're gonna keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy, and you don't even need to cook it. You know, I just watched the steak tartare episode of the new season of Good Eats. Looks pretty tasty. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Let's go! I've always been something of a down-home wrong voice. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. I am wearing an apron. Thank you, King Al, for noticing. Yes, I'm wearing a apron from the Windsor Hotel in Melbourne, which was established in 1883. Anyways, Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. I will cut you. Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off of my man. I think that's McDonald's. That's supposed to be McDonald's, right? Oh yeah, Colonel Sanders and Wendy, yeah. Did someone call for me? Oh, no, jeez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Barry G. Guy's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water. You're not gonna clean them first? Turns to your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van, working in a quartet instead of a duo now? Actually, no. It looked like Barry G. Guy was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is, these young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear, she's coming for Colonel, so if you don't watch out. Ashley's really going at you hard. Need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly.
Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie, who always has your back. Oh, mans. But Miriam, my forever bestie. What if one of the 11 herbs and spices is friendship? Okay, Colonel Sanders it is. I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners are chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Barry G. Guy as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you is Barry G. Guy's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. Meanwhile, her face is like, bish, what? You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You'll look down at your station and realize in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well, while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth, brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork. And for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Barry G. Guy. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. That's something villains do. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. I can I has potato face? Van rushes over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bit of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed, which may have turned in the process. The result could be toxic. Too late. It's been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his usual oblivious self. Oopsie! Tastes like poison.
The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. Huh. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pops' enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. So, I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Ghost of student. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here? Seeing that you're shaken up by all that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through all that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on! You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark, and more than a little spooky, probably due to the presence of a ghost of a student. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skill. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Barry G guy? There's something I need to tell you. Aha! Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first. Ah, Jesus. You see, when I was a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working towards that dream. Day and night, never stop. Colonel Sanders is annoyed by this. Never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you... Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Dude, you're too... Now he's Dragon Balling. He was JoJoing, now he's Dragon Balling. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that! I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We were talking about me. Me. I'm the hero.
The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero.
I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level.
Be afraid. Be very afraid of me. Because I'm a monster. See?
Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence?
But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Attack! You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love! Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Alright, time to defend.
You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You continue to stay back and endure whatever comes your way. Seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay, sure, you do you. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack! Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster's no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack again. Spork Monster uses Utilitensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive this battle. Attack! You decide to attack. Cook with love. Spork Monster's oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Chicken attack. Popeye Power Pinch! Popeye Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster's defeated. You saved me! An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast, or finish him! Dawn's Child is too kind of aggro for this at the moment. I'm feeling. We're gonna spare the wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast! Don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow.
I won't forget this, and I certainly will be back like you said!
Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely defeated. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy left to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Okay. So, this is hilarious, but it is now 10 o'clock. And, to quote the French, and I'm lit tired. So, what do you guys say? Shall we continue this on Tuesday? It is free on Steam, yes.
All right, let's fucking do it. Let's continue this Tuesday night. Same bat time, same bat channel. Mine whilst. Let's go to the title screen. All right. With that, it is time for us to do a thing which we love to do, and that is to thank our Patreon supporter. Yes, our Patreon supporters. People kicking in a little bit of money each month. What for helping keeping this channel a-chooching. So thank you to Kate Macross, George Davidson, Banana Peel Law, Geek Nights Podcast, our Gorgion, Ethan Fryer, J Bands, King Al, Onomatopoeic, Flox and Oxyhilipilification, and Yodel. And with that, thanks for you guys for tuning in. Gonna get some much needed rest. Avoid the smoke outside, and yeah. Hey, Yodel! Man, you tune in right in time. Yeah. And that is it. I will catch you guys on Tuesday. Back to our regularly scheduled broadcast time. And with that, thank you, and good night.